think that's about the end of this. Remember to duck. Yep. Blizzards are a real boon in this city, because you get to search it without having to worry about wolves. I don't know if I searched this or not, but we're going to fix that problem now. Where's the other? Matches.
This'll come in handy.
Nice. Give me something good to eat. Give me a pry bar. Yeah, I swear I used to be able to cut those. Visors are up.
I'll take it.
Okay. Normally I spray paint this if something needs a pry bar. Just looks like two things being pulled apart, torn apart.
This stuff will come in handy.
More gloves. The world's heaviest fire log. I like to see a poll done by players to find the most loved and hated items in games, or in this game. Because I think fire logs would be like, gotta be near the top of the most useless item category. They're not good for anything. They even say in the description that they don't throw a lot of heat off, but they weigh like 5 pounds. Like it's, what, like, besides the gun, like what, the rifle and the rope are the heaviest things in the game, and then after that it's a fire log. It's bizarre. Like if it burned for 8 hours or something, I would kind of see it. Maybe they really do weigh 5 pounds in real life, I don't know. So I love all these games where you see barbarians and stuff with war axes, and then you look at the weight, and the war axe weighs like 25 pounds. That's because nobody ever actually went to Home Depot and picked up an axe. And like mauls, two-handed actual like sledgehammers, only weigh 8 pounds.
Barely walk.
That's how much they literally weigh, 8 pounds. People have no concept over weight in fantasy games. But like I said, fire logs might actually weigh 5 pounds, but it just makes them kind of useless in this game. They're not worth carrying. Now, you could I don't know if they have like 100% light threshold. That would be something that might make them worth a little bit more, is if they lit no matter what. And if they were fast lighting, like 100% chance to light, and it works like it has accelerant on it, because, you know, it does. That would be kind of cool. So it just blazed up immediately. And for fire logs in real life, I've used them quite a bit. They burn hot like at the beginning, and then they fall off. We don't have a flashlight yet, I
Nobody
don't
needs
think.
this anymore.
Then they fall off. Like at the end, they give off almost no heat. So I would have it be like a scale. I would have it be something on here so they burn hot, and then they taper off, you know, every 15 minutes or something. They lose like 25% of their heat. This is where I wish I had a torch or a lantern. It's pretty well lit in here though, but still you always miss something. Always. Sooner or later, if this run goes on long enough, I'll get bored and I'll come back to all these places. And I'll search again, because you always run out of stuff. Oh, I just didn't even search that whole cabinet. You always get bored. Like the first time I made 500 days, like from day 400 to 500, like for 100 days pretty much. Well, I don't know, it's like 80 days. I just sat in a Mystery Lake fishing cabin fishing the entire time. I had like 1,000 fish out in front of that thing. And a couple of dead bears. Just sitting there passing days, just trying to hit the 500 mark. Because you get to the point where you get that high up, and because I wanted the trophy, I was doing it for to get the platinum. And I was terrified of dying at that point. Because, you know, would you get to day 480 and then you die doing something stupid. Or you just have something glitch and die. I've had 2 glitch deaths in this game. One of them wasn't a death, but it was almost a death. It should have been a death. Used to the Broken Railroad Bridge used to be broken, and that's why they call it Broken Railroad. But used to not be able to go across it, and I went up to look over the edge and to look down, and the snow on the edge is not solid in the game. It did not used to be solid. It was just imaginary, and so I fell off the edge. And I think, like, I've played long enough to know that my character got caught on their elbows, basically. The elbows of my character kept me from falling completely over the edge. And so I didn't move, I didn't turn around. There's no jumping in this game, so you can't try to jump back up, and so I reloaded, which is something I typically don't like doing. But that wasn't my fault. That was just something where they made it look like you could keep going and you couldn't. It wasn't like it was an intentional trap, it was just bad programming. Like, if it would have given me, like, the broken ice thing, or made a noise, or give some sort of indication that you were going to fall, then fine, but it wasn't like that. And then the other one, I was, like, on a day 150, that's pretty far in, and I was in the Forlorn Muskeg, which is my most hated map, and I was coming back from Broken Railroad, and I was going right around, like going towards the forge, and there's a place where the walls get really steep. I was walking on the water, and I tried to climb up the slope of the mountain when I got the broken ice warning, and it glitched the game. And so, you know, when you fall through the ice, the screen kind of fades to black really fast, and then it teleports you to the other side, or teleports you backwards 10 feet, and makes you wet and everything. It didn't teleport me backwards. Instead, it dropped me through the ice. You know, made the ice intangible, and underneath the ice, you would normally think there was just nothing, like that you were falling through the map and that you would just fall infinitely, and on this game, in a lot of places you do that, and there's a reset area on every map where it will drop you. Instead of killing you, it'll take you back to point zero and not kill you, but underneath the ice in Forlorn Muskeg, there is actually a ground, but it is like 1,000 feet down. It's basically like a valley
This'll come in handy.
underneath the ice, and I fell for a long time. And I was so fascinated by looking at the valley and everything underneath the ice that I didn't think to pause the game and exit out, and so I died, and that was it. I wish that I would have thought to save the game, because it was really cool looking. So if anybody wants to go in God mode in Forlorn Muskeg and look around under the ice, you can see what's down there. I think it's odd at this point. I keep finding gloves and footwear. I can open a store at this point. I don't think I sprayed the door on the way in. I think it's because I went in a side door. I didn't go in the front door. Look at all these socks. It's ridiculous. Let's just go over here and drop a bunch of garbage. I never drop leather. That'll do for now. Is there an actual oven in here? There is. Okay. Just in case I ever get stuck in here. Now instead of doing searched, I'll put a clothing thing on here in case I ever need clothes for whatever reason, or cloth. I always feel like the houses with the flags should hold more loot. I can't shoot anything for 50 days, so those aren't a priority. Get focus when you this tight. testing. Drink some of that condensed milk that for some reason is not needed for baking. Oh, look at all these granola bars. Jesus. In my last long game, I was poisoned by granola bars like 10 times. Like, I'm not even gonna try to eat this 24 one right now, because I know it'll poison me. And sardines just pretty much poison you every time you eat them, no matter what. It doesn't matter. This is 79%. I guarantee you they can still poison you. I don't know how high it's got to be, but being white doesn't mean anything to sardines. I think it would be funny if the game developers and the sardine plant, because the plant is actually here in the game, if you got there and there were FDA warnings or like they had been closed down. There was a notice saying they couldn't operate anymore. That would be hilarious. Because by the time you're able to get to that map and get the power on and get the code for the door and everything else, you've already been poisoned a dozen times by sardines. Have a recall notice. Okay. So we already did that. We already spray painted. Quick look around, make sure we searched every level. Yes. Here's the thing a lot of people don't realize. If you're going to rip up curtains, look for ones that are closed. I mean, you think that you would realize that, but some people don't. Because it shines a lot more light into the room. It actually makes a difference in the lighting. Those, like only 10% of light is cut off. This other one, it was like 50%. Okay, I kinda need to go and dump stuff. Also quasi-terrified. Visors are up in that car, which means I have not searched it. Gloves. Ooh.
I'll take it.
Kind of high maintenance, but I like it. I have not actually just mapped the city yet. Actually. Laying down, I gotta go back. I can't even run. after I dropped all those clothes. This is... I think I said this earlier, but this is what I did on my playthrough. I accidentally dropped these. Which one's bad? That one's kind of bad.
Pack is getting too
I
heavy
put it
to
over
carry.
here to cook first, being on the counter, meaning that it's in the worst condition, and I put it like right here, and it was too close to the fire, and it burnt. So you gotta make sure that you leave it far enough away. Why is there stuff back on this counter? I've been in here like 10 times. Why is there stuff there? Did I really just not search the counter? Or anything? Kidding me. Okay. Sure. I never searched the kitchen, I guess. Not all of it. I'll search that. I didn't search the cabinets. I'll have to watch my own video to see what distracted me when I came in here. Like, how did I not see a big pot sitting on the counter? It's idiotic.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I think I want to take 2 pots with me. Okay. Sorry about that. I need to reheat my coffee. I may never eat this rabbit. I would say it's ruined now, but I think it's still got like 5% left or something. I may never eat that. You know what? I gave you guys, I regaled you with my tales of the little old blind lady and how untoward things happened to her. Oh, I can't break it down with a hatchet. I was going to get rid of all evidence of the crime. Oh well, you guys have to remind me to come back and get rid of her chair later. Because she's going away. 6. Get rid of that firewood before I forget. Normally I keep firewood in the refrigerator part and I keep water in this top part. Do I have water? There we go. I'll leave one big bottle up there. I'm used to there being some in there. In case I get back late or something and need it. Oh, there's my big fire log. I'm glad I remembered to do that. Hauling that all over the map. Yeah, I'm a pro player. Let me just haul around a 15-pound fire log around with my coil of rope. Need some of these in here too. And one of those. One of those. One of those. One of these. I know this isn't my normal place to put stuff, but well, that's kind of related in my mind. Okay, let's bedroll, flashlight. Those are useless right now. I'll keep both books for now. Cloth. That. Old man's beard, I need to convert that. In case I get bit. Have a drink. Okay, let's see if we can go find an axe so I can get rid of the little old lady's chair. Okay, we still don't have a pry bar. Still don't have an axe. I am 90% sure that we searched this building, but I don't have a mark on it, and I have played this map in the same way, back to back, so I'm just going to duck in these just to make sure. I mean, I know from looking at that thing it said search that I've been in here, but we just doing a quick look-see anyway. There now, I never have to go in there again unless I want to. Now, up there, can you see it from here? Yeah, right there. There is a radio tower up there that you can repair and turn on. And you need fuses and wires and scrap metal and a car battery and all kinds of other crap. Well, I think that's actually everything, but you need 5 pieces of scrap metal. And last time on my test playthrough, when I was testing my microphone, and I got a new computer, and courtesy of Zydax, they're not, I think that's how you pronounce it. They're not sponsoring me or anything, because I don't have any videos yet. But their customer service is so nice. And not only their customer service, but they built them here, and all of their people are employed here in the United States. I guess I should say United States, because you could be anywhere. But they're so nice. I enjoyed my experience with them thus far. Okay. So this is 100% searched. I don't think I need to spray this one. Yeah, I got the cap open too. Now, one of the trophies is to map every region, and I am not going to bother with that right now. I figure because I was going to stop and map, because I think that over there is part of it, and I think there's a cemetery right up here by this big rock that's part of it, in this church. But I'm going to wait and do that. Originally when I did it, Vista points were not a thing. They didn't exist. I mean, there were high places where you could go and map and it would uncover some, but now, oh, there's my axe. The old lady's chair is going bye-bye, folks. It will be an auspicious day. We will either end or begin then the video with it. I'll tell you, she is, people talk about like, you know, oh, the worst villain in video games or whatever. Like, she is one of my all-time most memorable villains in video games. The little old blind lady who crawfished on her deal and made me toil for 3 days to stock her larder. And then was like, nope, my bad, I was lying, I don't know anything, never even heard of this person. Didn't even know a plane crashed. Toodles! And she just expects you to walk out the door. Come on, game developers. You know that's not going to happen. Okay, we did have a, what you call it, a memento hint for here. Oh, my jeans. And they say in the description, better than nothing. As Neves learned on the long dark thing when a bear kept eating his pants. The man got all his pants destroyed like twice by bears. Oh, nice.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Best socks in the game. They're probably even at 21%. They might be better than what I'm wearing. No, I'm still gonna. No, don't harvest. There we go. Now you're better. Put those suckers on right now. I would not in real life though, because I am pretty sure that I am allergic to wool.
This will come in handy.
Which means in any other type of history I would have been forcibly oh, there we go. Conscripted during the spring or fall to go to war for whoever my king was. And I would have frozen to death because I wouldn't be able to wear the clothes. Army uniforms are always wool because it doesn't hold moisture. Anyway, this is for that memento hen.
I'll take it.
Matches, pills. That was kind of not very good. I feel kind of let down by that. There's a candy bar. Yeah. I'm gonna step in here again one day. Probably many times, but I think I would rather search it good this time. Because it only takes a minute. Could be a candy bar here somewhere. Sorry about that. And I know that even in situations like this, I will miss things. Like real professionals miss things. Like I was watching, I think it's Zach Naffian. I was watching, I think his new playthrough, and he was going through, I think it was Crumbling Highway, which I think he said is his nemesis map. He always gets killed there when he gets killed. And there's a basement, a burnt out house that, there's not really anything down there. I mean, it's a basement. It's like a little 10 by 10 room, but he just burned through there real fast. And he missed a fire striker underneath the bookshelf in there. And I just saw the very tip of it when he was spinning around. Because he is so professional that he walks into a room and he knows exactly where to stop to search. Like he would know to he stops so that he can search here, search here, search here, and search the trunk without moving. Because whenever you take a step like this, see the tire gauge, see how the needle moves? He's so ingrained into not wasting calories and energy that he does not move to search.
I'm not sure I can carry much.
It's crazy. Like I move constantly. If he ever does watch any of my videos, he's probably going to be like, this guy's wasting 10,000 calories a day. Jitterbugging all around. Searching everywhere. But I don't care that much. I've always been a completionist. I'm more concerned with making sure I find everything than about how many calories I'm burning doing the search. And a lot of these guys, they don't get in the back seats of cars anymore. They think they could just stand to the side and just look in the window and see everything. But sometimes there's stuff in between the two seats that you can't see from here. Like, well, I mean, in this car you can. Maybe you can see them. But, like, you can't get it. Like, it's between the belt buckles, and you can't really see it from the back. Like, if you stand in here, it's possible for there to be something there and you not see it. So you have to get in the car to be able to see it. Get rid of that. And we are coming up on the place where I spawned in on my test run. And I didn't even know, as I said on the first video, I did not know there was even a spawn point here. Like, I was more confused as to where I spawned because it's such an easy spot to be, because there's a building right there, and there's a building up over this cliff. And so it's not really a challenge. Like, I almost felt like I should restart because it's so easy. Like, I was right through here somewhere, maybe up on this hill, and I didn't know where I was. You can't really see the church or anything from right here, and I was like, oh, this looks different. I didn't see the road. I think I was over here far enough so that you couldn't see it. Like, maybe I was up here somewhere. But I saw the birds or whatever up there. I was like, oh, I'll just walk up the hill, see what those birds are. Maybe I'll get lucky. And there's a trailer right there. That's where, in this city, I use that as my workshop. A lot of people use the farmhouse where I started this stream on. There's a workbench there that's outside, and most people use that one. But I prefer to use this one because it's indoors. I don't need this deer right now, so I'm going to leave him. I wish I could see how much meat he had on him. Supposedly, they don't start decaying until you look at them. Like, supposedly he will stay right there. Like, I feel like marking him and seeing. Supposedly he will stay right there for like 1,000 days, as long as you don't open him. If you open him to look at how much meat is on him, then it starts the timer and he starts decaying. And then I think he never comes back. So, some people, I heard Zach say one time that he leaves them just to use them as, what you call them, feather generators, so that he keeps spawning feathers. I don't go through feathers that much. I'm not Simon from Neebs, so I don't need feathers. And usually I'm drowning in feathers. I don't use them, maybe because I play Stalker more than Interloper. But I don't see the need to have 100 feathers or anything. Just doing a quick look around. Sometimes there's a toolbox or something here. Toolbox is really becoming the one thing I got left that I don't got. Okay, this I'm gonna turn around, drop all these. Drop those more so that I can see them better. Take charcoal. Weather's good. I'll go ahead and map this one. So that I know I've already been to my spot. Another toque.
Never know. Could end up being useful.
Nice. I was worried about running out because that town uses a... Oh, look at that. See? That's where you look everywhere. Like, you might be able to see it from the other side. Yeah, kinda. You can see it good from the other side, but sometimes stuff's hidden like that and you can't see it. I'll just leave that too. I come back to this trailer lots and lots during playthroughs, so I'm going to be in here at least 6 or 7 times, so it's not a big deal if I miss anything in here. I'll find it when I come back. Sooner or later I'll be in here with nothing to do, no book to read, and there'll be a blizzard outside and it's too early to go to sleep, and so I'll fine-tooth comb everything again and break down these boxes and stuff and do possibly everything there is to do in here. Actually, is there tackle up here? Sometimes there's fish hooks and stuff up here. I don't have any fish hooks yet, I don't think. No. Okay. We will call that complete. Temperature is good. Just take a drink. Kind of low on water, actually. Let's check these outhouses over here. If they ever put, you know, Hinterland developers, since I know you're the only one listening to my stream, I'm not even streaming, I'm just recording, I'm just so old that I don't know the difference. If they ever put morale in this game, which I don't think they will, because your morale is basically always 0. But one of the morale boosting things they could put in this game to like add 25% to your morale or whatever would be finding a roll of toilet paper. like absolutely, like I'm not even kidding. You're like, oh my god, toilet paper, and your meter goes up 25%. It would be absolutely hilarious. Okay, now we are. There is a wolf that lives up here somewhere. I think normally he's like back down that way. But he does rove a little bit. And then that way, that's a cave, I think, to one of the other maps. That goes to Hush River Valley, which is Sagnafian's favorite map. I think it's both his favorite and his favorite to start on. He claims that it's easy and that it has a bunch of loot, but anybody who's ever actually been there just once or twice will laugh at that because it seems like there's nothing there. There's no man-made structures there at all. It is very three-dimensional. Yeah, this map is very one-dimensional. You're two-dimensional, whatever. It's just walking. That one has a lot of climbing. It has a lot of vertical elements to it. Oh, I can actually get that now. I got a hatchet. Oh, there's all kinds of deer, all kinds of bunnies. I'll be back for you guys in 21 days. Enjoy yourself, Bambi and Thumper. I can't kill anything for 21 days. You don't need to run. That's why I'm trying not to carry, I'm trying to only carry one rock. I'm trying not to carry a bunch of rocks because it is so easy just to chuck one at a rabbit and kill it. And then you go start your 25 days over again. There's a wolf up there. Now I think that also counts for wolf struggles. So that could be something that is kind of horrible. I might have to, if I get jumped, I might have to let it maul me and not stab it. Because if you stab it and it runs off, it could die. It doesn't always die, but sometimes it does. I really don't want that wolf to be there. I want to go around to the bridge. I mean, I guess I could go to Hush River Valley and try when I get back. Where did it go? Making sure I'm not carrying meat. I don't know where he went. I'm assuming he's on the other side of this bank. That's a car there in the road. Right there. Under where my thumb was. Like, my instinct is to go back that way and just go to Hush River Valley. Oh, there he is. Okay. So he was over there. Okay, but now he's coming back. Great. See if I can get around him. Yeah, there's a dude back here. This is kind of a cave. Nice. Yeah, I'll take it. They're everywhere. Yeah, I need to get around that wolf, and I need to not forget that he's there. I was trying to see if that was a different set of birds, but I think it's the same ones. Yeah. Yeah, see, those are the birds flying over that I was talking about before. Like, people sometimes think that that means there's going to be a Category 3 blizzard today. Because a lot of people don't know that the blizzards have different strengths. And it's that, oh, I got a pry bar now. It's actually in the game that it records it, too.
Well, this stuff will come in
But they
handy.
don't put it where you, as a player, can see it normally. But there is a challenge called Whiteout, where you have to prepare for a mega blizzard that's coming, and you have 30 days to gather supplies and firewood. Basically the little Blind Lady quest building for yourself. And you have to gather it all within 30 days. Or you'll end up freezing or starving or whatever during the blizzard. And let me jump in here so the bear doesn't eat my pants. But in here, you see where it says 1, 2, 3 right here? Only on the whiteout thing. Only on the whiteout challenge. On here, for the blizzard, if there's a blizzard that day, it'll make a little like hurricane icon, and it'll say like Cat 4 or Cat 5 or something below the 1. You know, it'll make like a little ghost hurricane symbol, and it'll tell you what category it is. Hinterland. Once again, since you're the only one listening to this, add that to the game. Like, show me, like, if I click on the daily log or whatever, like over on the side, locations discovered. Put a line over there for category hurricane survived or something, like down at the bottom, like under injuries. So, like, if I'm wandering through a category 5 hurricane, like, I want to know that that's what it was. Cat 5 blizzard survived. Awesome. You wrote the code to put it in the game, and you made some blizzards worse than other blizzards. Let us keep track of it. It'd be fun. I'll see if I can chase this deer up to where the bear is. Give both of them something to do. Making sure those were all bear prints, or deer prints. Usually this bear mainly... No, you're going back the other way, friend. I don't know if a bear will actually kill a deer. I know a wolf will. But I mean, I think that the deer would have to go right by the bear for it to take a swipe at him and kill him. I'm kind of interested in that. No, go the other way. Go the other way! I want you to go over the bridge. I lost track of where he went. I think he doubled around somewhere. He's back there somewhere. Oh, there's the bear. He's literally right there. Nice.
I think I can use this.
Oh, not my favorite coat, but military pants are my favorite pants. So, one would think that the coat would be pretty good then. So, you used to, fun fact, you used to be able to, yeah, see, he's coming over here. You used to be able to shoot him if his head came through the window and actually hit him. You know, if he clipped through the car, but I think they took that out. I don't think you can aim anymore. Yeah, I don't think you can aim anymore in the car. I think maybe you could shoot from the hip and hit him, but you used to be able to like hold a rifle and hit him and stuff in the car. And you used to be able to, if you aimed, you used to be able to look over your shoulder and look out the back window and stuff. But they took that out. I don't know if they took it out intentionally or unintentionally. I see, there's the deer. You better run, dude. He gonna get you. Or not. I don't even know where the bear went. Okay, so there he is. Okay. Let's try to make it to the other car. Nice.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, there is something back here. Oh, nice. It's a good one.
This'll come in handy.
These is kind of important to spray because I like to leave the hoods down on these when I search them so that I can see the bear. If I'm ever hiding in the car, you want to be able to see where he is.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And I use this to mark where I have batteries. This is the first car battery I've found on this map. So I might need it to turn the power on at the substation or the transmitter tower. So I may have to haul a 33-pound battery from here all the way back to the city and up a, not really a cliff, but not really a mountain, but like a little hill, a little thing. Lots of flares here. Now I really, oh, what do we got here? Read text. Back. Once again, you did not read the text. That's because my it keeps saying X on there, and I keep hitting X on PlayStation controllers and not Xbox controllers. I will try to figure out how to fix that. I think there's a way to do it. Okay, that remind me to clean out the practice stash from behind the organ. Okay, we already got that one. I wish it would X out so that we know we did it. You know, I can't help but try to go. Just be safe. Love you. I didn't see where that was pointed to. Oh, it's here. Okay. I don't know why that one branch is showing up there. I think that did that on my trial playthrough too. They must have messed something up. Okay, so we got to make sure that the bear is not here. Because really all the bear does is walk up and down this bridge. And so this is the side, the bear side of the bridge. His cave is back on this other side. Once again, always look under the snow. Not so much under the trucks. Every once in a while I'll see a pry bar under a truck, but not very often. More gloves. I'll tell ya. I'm gonna open an isotoner shop here. You know what? That's actually funny. I'm gonna stop shredding gloves. I'm actually gonna do that. That's one of the pastimes that I like to have, is to take food and restock a gas station. And instead this time I'm gonna open a glove shop. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open a glove shop. Have piles of gloves. You people think I'm kidding, but I'll do it.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Okay, so now I have 2 batteries. And before I go anywhere, lug in a 33-pound battery. I'm going to make sure that bear is dealt with somehow. Ain't no way I'm trying to walk anywhere with that right now. No. More gloves. Tell ya. Isotoner is going to be a sponsor for my channel. I mean, they don't have OJ anymore. What do they got? You don't have to worry about it not fitting. Because we got all sizes. Right now we're slashing prices. We're killing the
This stuff would come
competition.
in handy.
Oh, there's some good gloves. Not normally what I wear, but better than what I got. But also, once again, gloves. There he is, he's coming back. It is extremely fortunate for me that I've been able to get back here. I know there's ways to go down and around. More
Pack is getting
batteries.
too heavy to carry.
It is extremely important that you do not pass time by mapping or repairing. Like, I really want to repair those ski gloves in one of these cars, but when you do, that bear is gonna speed sprint for 15 minutes all around the place. He's gonna go everywhere, and then you're not gonna know where he is. And when you're in a car, you can't see behind you or anywhere else, and so he could be right next to you and you not know. You could get out and just get instantly mauled and lose your pants. That is a pro player tip that I have not shared so far, is that it's something I used to do all the time, is you never, ever go out the same door that you went in. Because wolves will track you right up to the car door. See there, that's Bones right there, that's his cave. That's where he lives. That's like wolf bones or deer bones or something. Now there are a couple of things around here. That is a dead end. And I don't think there's anything there. Uh-oh, we got an Aurora coming. I gotta get out of here. So yeah, the sky is kind of tinted pink. It's gonna be an Aurora tonight, which means that bear is gonna be vicious. He's gonna be crazy. And the only thing that could scare him away is a flare gun, and I don't have one. Do I still have a flashlight, or did I leave it? I left it. Okay, flashlights can scare off Aurora wolves. Or a lesser known fact, if you're trapped without a flashlight, you can actually stand underneath a street light if you're in an area where there are street lights, and it'll scare them off. Okay, now this... Oh wait, let me map this. I'm far enough away from the bear so I didn't think he'd come in here.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Okay, now this cave... We're fortuitous to be able to get back here, because this cave is going to lead to is sort of like a transition cave, but most transition caves in this game just take you to another map. This one's going to take you to another cave that's like right here. But you can only get there from this cave. And there is, I think that's where the bunker is. There used to be a bunker there. They've messed around with the bunkers a lot lately. Used to, there was, like on Mystery Lake, there were 6 different locations for a bunker to spawn, and it would randomly pop at one of them. And now I think it's always at the same spot, but there are 6 bunkers on 6 different maps. And like, according to your playthrough, some of them will be empty and some of them will have fully loaded with stuff. But I don't think they have 6 locations like on Mystery Lake anymore. I think it's just always the same plot, the same spot. Which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, you wrote the code and you did all the work and everything. When you're in caves, you always, this is a 100% torch.
I think I can use this.
63%. Okay, that's good. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, in caves you always want to pick up coal and at least just move it to the side a little bit, because it won't respawn if you don't move it. But if you move it, then the computer will check to see if there's coal at, you know, position X2, Y4, and if it doesn't see anything there, it'll respawn it. So you don't necessarily have to take it. Normally what I do is pile it all up. I'll take it and dump it all at the, either just inside, usually just inside, either just inside or just outside the cave, so that it's all together. We are going to try to get rid of that. See if we can map this real quick. Yeah, see, there's the other cave, that's where we are. And then the bunker, if it hasn't moved and isn't random, will be around here somewhere. And this little plateau, I don't think any animals can get up here. I know it's someplace where you will walk by it if you're not paying attention. Right now I am paying attention and I'm probably walking by it because, you know, pro player. Yeah, I think it's around this corner. Yeah, there it is right there. They want you to be paying attention to down here and oh, what's down there. I can't remember if we've been down there on this playthrough or not. But basically we're coming up behind the little blind lady's, no, not the little blind lady's place. We're coming up behind where Mackenzie's plane had crashed. You can't get up here from down there, but you can get down there from up here. So we don't have to go back the way the bear was.
I'm so tired I could lay down right here.
And we get to see this bunker with the lights on. There are no lights. See, Pet Prepper's abandoned cache, so we know that it's empty already before we even light anything. Oh, that's a newspaper. So out of the 6 bunkers, this is one of the empty ones. So we got kind of unlucky. I don't want to burn the good one right now. I will burn the bad one. It's only got 11%. Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, so you still look around anyway, even though the title tells you it's abandoned, because sometimes there might be a bullet or, you know, a minor piece of something left. And usually there'll be a bed. Yeah, see, we got a toque. It's okay, I'm gonna toque it. I'm gonna see if I can get this. I'll get a fire lit before this torch goes out. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it the college try here. No, it's already gone. Okay. Be that way. Trying to start a fire here because I'm going to sleep in here, and I want to make sure that I have water. I doubt that I will ever stay here again because I can only get to it by going past the bear. That should take an hour to do that. We got pepper cache. So, from now on, whenever we find a prepper cache, 2 of them will be empty out of 5. So we already found this one empty. I'm hoping that the full one is at Forlorn Muskeg. Funny story. I found the new place for the bunker there by accident. It's right above where the forge is, and I was spent like 3 days freezing, I think on Interloper, forging stuff, forging my knife and my hatchet and arrowheads and stuff, and then I went to leave and saw that there was birds up above on a cliff, and I was like, oh, let me go up there and get whatever that is so I can eat before I leave. And there was a bunker with stuff in it, like right there. And like I had been freezing outside for 3 nights. Well, not really outside, I mean, people know what I'm saying. You know, I would rather sleep in a place with a bed than outside, even if it's in a video game. So, that's how I found the Forlorn Muskeg bunker. And speaking of which, in the single-player game, that's another thing they need to bring back, is that in the single-player game, there used to be, or in one of the challenges, there used to be a bunker there like this. They had a keypad on it that you can only type in you had to find the code, and you could only type in the code during an Aurora to open it. And they've never had that in the survival version of this game, and I don't know why, because it is a cool, different thing to have. Why are you going to write the code for that and not use it? You wrote the code, you made the assets, put it in the game, man. Like, instead of, like, right now, instead of having 3 of these full and 3 of these empty, have, you know, 2 be empty, 2 be locked, and 2 be normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, change it up a little bit. Okay, we got half an hour. Yeah, what about those ski gloves? Outstanding. Oh, wait, no, no. It wasn't quite done yet. Fire was going to go out and I waste it. Okay. Go ahead. Do it for some reason. I must need a tool. Military coat. I'm probably going to be wearing that, but I'm not going to repair it until I do. Got a bunch of hats now too. What's that about? Okay, I think that's good enough. Whenever possible, I wasn't getting cold out there. Whenever possible, repair and read books either in a car or outside. Cabin fever is a thing in this game now, and so anytime you can do anything like that, any kind of maintenance stuff, do it outside when possible. Take it outside. Okay, granola bars have some FDA issues in this game, so let's see if they poison me. Okay, let's go and get these out of the way. It's 86%. It's 82%. 78%. No, we good. I'm not going to tempt fate with anything else. Let's go ahead and get some shut-eye. Wait, there are no lights in here, right? Oh no, there are lights. It's just the weakest light bulb ever. Okay. Okay, guys. My ears are sore, so I am going to go ahead and call this now. My family, my wife especially, is probably going to be the only one that ever watches these. She likes sleeping with the TV on, and hopefully these will help her sleep. I would wish her good night, but she should be in sleep already, so hopefully she doesn't wake up when my voice stops. Good night, everybody, and good luck. Okay, let's see. Alright, we are back after a little break. It is midday, and there is nothing down here. And I searched with a light. Because I will probably never ever be back here. There's no reason to come back once you're here. Matter of fact, I know I mapped it, but I'm going to put a don't come here symbol here. There we go. Avoid direction. Wait a minute. Okay, so after a little break, we are back now, and I searched this place thoroughly, I believe. And I am never coming back here. There's no reason to. So I'm going to leave a message here for myself. Why didn't it, it didn't add it to the map? Is it already that bad? That's weird. Okay. I'm not a fan of save scumming, but that's weird. Maybe it was too close to the bunker? Huh. Maybe that one doesn't show up. Does it say it doesn't show up? Yeah, it does not show up in the map when sprayed. Great. There we go. I'll know that that means it's empty. Because normally if there's something there, I'll put a clothing icon or something like that there. I want to get over there. Like, if there was a way to jump, I would actually try to do it. I thought there was like a smoother way to get down, like a definitive way. Oh, this is probably it right here. Yeah. This is the way. Yeah, so down here, no matter how you try to Skyrim up this, you just can't do it. You can't. That one little ledge, that 1 foot ledge, you can put your hands there and pull yourself up. You can't do it. But Dev says no. Not so much now, but later on, you will wonder, once I don't need tinder anymore, why I keep carrying around these cattails. Like, I don't need them right now, but I still pick them up. It's because I used to. Wow! Wow! There are 5 rabbits. Minimum. I've never seen 5 rabbits. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I can't kill you and eat you. Feel sad about this. Okay, there's almost always a wolf up here. I have named him Jack. Yep. I don't think anyone else has named him. I have not had much luck in getting him to go anywhere. I don't think his range is that big here. So I'm just gonna have to run for it. This is where you start the single player game. Jack will be back here in a minute. But he cannot come down here. Now, I will caution you, and that some logs and stuff like that, you think, oh, I'm safe here. And they can absolutely run across some of them. I actually ended a run that way, and the Desolation Point? One of the ones with a wolf pack. I thought they couldn't get to me, and the thing ran straight up the log and got me. So I don't know if the timber wolves work different than the regular wolves, or if it was just that one log. Oh no, timber wolves don't work differently, because in Black Rock at least, you can go up like every log on that place and they can't follow you. So I don't know. I had to take a phone call. And I found, in case I edited out, I just searched that backpack and found another toque. Not peregrine. Maybe I should just start calling them peregrines and seeing if it catches on. But anyway, I named, as far as I know, I'm the first person to name that wolf. I don't think he has a name yet. But I call him Jack because this is where Will's plane is. This is where you start the single player game, is this plane. It crashes. Spoiler. But his company is named like Jack Rabbit Charters or something like that, so I named the wolf Jack. Because he is always there. I have never seen him not guarding this plane. Oh, before I forget, this is a map point that I don't really like coming to that often. If I don't need to, so I'll go ahead and map it. I'm not overly obsessing about mapping every point right now. I'm just gonna try to play the game through till I get to like day 200 or something, and we'll see where we are, if we're still alive. And I'll try to get as many of the memento points as I can so that it maps like 90% of the map for you. And then I'll go around and follow around and get what's left. Now there is a cheat. I used to think that the people who did it old school, before like all the new maps were added, were more beneficial because you had to map less. But they added those Vista points that map like a large amount of the. Let's see if I can keep from going down this cliff while I'm picking berries. My wife laughs every time I accidentally climb down. Or up. But, it is not, it may not be as bad for new people as it was for old people, because old school, if you were going to try to get the cartographer event, you had to walk around and meticulously map every point that you found. And you kind of had to do it at the beginning of the game, so you make sure you didn't miss anything. You got to map every named area, and you have to map like anything that comes up with like a little like the little plane icon here. Like if you map this, like if I map this from down here where I'm standing right now, even though there are parts of the plane crashed down here, it would not make that little plane icon appear. And so you would not get the trophy, because even though the map is uncovered here, the little plane icon is not there. So anything with a name or plane icon you would have to have mapped. And I missed 3 map points somewhere along the way. Because it used to tell you how many points you had missed. But you used to not know the region, and you used to not know which map point it was. You used to have to... I literally printed out maps from online that some genius made. They're brilliant maps. And I went through them all like when I was mapping and X'd off areas, and so then I had to go find 3 that I missed. One was the tail section of the plane on the summit. The little white icon for the plane wing wasn't there. And so I had to climb all the way back up to the summit again and get it. And then one was the transition at the mine leaving Pleasant Valley. The transition leaving, going into the mine, I didn't map. And then the third one was in Pleasant Valley. It was the picnic area. See, here's the thermos with Jackrabbit,
Well, this
whatever
stuff will come in
on it.
handy.
It's the coolest thermos in the game. All the other ones are like plaid or whatever. But there's the third place was in Pleasant Valley too. It was a picnic area, and I walked through it, and it said picnic area,
I think I can use
and
this.
I looked around. I didn't see a picnic area, and I was like, okay, that's weird that it says picnic area, and I don't see a picnic table or anything. It's just like a little valley with some hills and stuff. And so I walked up on the hill, and I saw a picnic table with a covering and a little lake and the ice fishing hut and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's the picnic area, right? Because it has a picnic table, a little covered area and everything. And so I walked over to the picnic table, I mapped it, and went about my business, and that was not covered under the picnic area. If I had either walked over the other hill or turned around or something, there is a lesser picnic table that does not have a covering that's in the middle of, I don't know, someplace where you wouldn't put a picnic table. It looks like it would be muddy all the time. But a less scenic and less developed picnic area, and that's what they wanted you to map. And so it drove me nuts trying to figure it out. But at some point they went in here and added, or maybe it was there and I just didn't know it was there. I don't think it was. I think they added this at some point. You can actually click on this, because before I think it just showed you the total, but I don't think you could click on it. This shows you the area that you didn't map. And then if you click on this, it'll show you what you mapped and what you didn't map. And so you could go down and do a checklist. I had to print out maps and look and do everything myself. So it's a little bit easier. So now you can see, oh, I missed one in Mountain Town somewhere. And you can get a list from somebody online that says it's the fourth one. So you come down 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll tell you, okay, that's, you know, whatever, the mine. And so you have to go to the mine and map it. So it's a lot easier now if you know that's in there. I'm pretty sure it wasn't there. Half of these things weren't, because recipes weren't there, transmitters weren't there, Polaroids weren't there, mementos weren't there, cards, all this stuff has been added. This whole page might not have been here. I think notes, buffer memories, and cards were there, but I think everything else is new. And I think the surveyed locations used to be under this. Like under, I know there's a percentage of the world explored or something. But this is a way, this is one of the few cheese things that I do. Is sometimes I'll look, and I'll try not to do it on this playthrough. Like if I shoot a bear, you can come in here and see if he runs away. Like if I shot that bear earlier on the bridge and he ran away and he didn't die, it would stay 0. If he went off somewhere and died, it would turn to 1. And so if you're not sure, you can come in here and look. When you shoot him and he runs off, you can come in here and look. If it says 0 now and 1 later, you know he's out there dead somewhere. But I'm going to try not to do that anymore. I kind of don't like it. I'd rather have the fear factor involved in not knowing if he's out there or not.
Oh, lucky day. This'll come in handy.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to take that back to the house and leave it. Let me make sure it's not even loaded. A lot of people don't know that. Let me go ahead and let's see, reload. Sometimes it'll drop casings too. It'll have empty casings in it already when you first pick it up. But sometimes there will be bullets in the guns that you find, and it won't tell you. You'll just have to come in here and look, where it says that has the number 5, and then you can come in here. Where is it? Actions, unload, and now it says 0. So for the longest time, I didn't know that you could unload guns that way. I wish they would add a way to unload, to take the fuel out of lanterns. Like, that would be huge. Because right now you'll find all these lanterns everywhere and you can't take the fuel out. You can scrap the lantern if you want to completely destroy it. And that will give you the stuff out of it. But you shouldn't have to do that. You should just be able to unload it. Pour it all into another lantern or whatever. I mean, you can do that in real life. I don't know why you can't do that in the game. Just trying to make sure that I detail this and I don't miss anything. Because I don't want to come back here again. Actually, on that note. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't think I did that yet, did I? No, I did. I just don't pay attention. Normally when you map a cave or something, you want to be actually in the cave. And you do it, one, because it protects you from the wind. That icon up at the top means that wherever you are is completely shielded from the wind, meaning that the wind won't put out your fire and you won't take cold damage from wind where you are. One, it's better to map when you're like that just because it's safer. But it also makes sure that you map the actual cave that you're in.